Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of awe? A feeling of being part of something immeasurably vast and ancient? Our planet, this beautiful blue marble, has been here for 4.5 billion years. It has survived cosmic collisions, ice ages, and countless other challenges. But will it last forever? It's a question that has haunted humanity for millennia, whispered in myths and screamed in blockbuster movies. But what does science say? Forget the fiction, forget the fantasy. How will our world, our home, actually end? Welcome to How Come, the channel where we dive deep into the science behind the universe's biggest questions. Today, we're tackling the ultimate question. We've scoured the latest research and scientific models to bring you 5 of the most plausible, scientifically backed scenarios for the end of life on Earth. Some of these are billions of years away, but others, well, they could happen sooner than you think. So buckle up. This is the story of our planet's final chapter. First up, the classic Hollywood apocalypse, death from above, an asteroid impact. We already know this has happened before. 66 million years ago, a rock roughly 10 kilometers wide slammed into what is now the Yucatan Peninsula. The result? The Chicxulub impactor, an event that unleashed the energy of billions of nuclear bombs, triggering a global winter and wiping out 75% of all species on Earth, including the dinosaurs. So, could it happen again? Absolutely. In fact, it's a statistical certainty. Scientists estimate that a major impact event occurs every 100 million years or so. The good news is that we're actively looking. NASA and other space agencies have cataloged most of the giant planet-killer asteroids in our solar system, and for now, none are on a collision course with us. But most isn't all. And what about smaller but still city-destroying asteroids? Even a relatively small asteroid can cause immense devastation. For instance, scientists studying an impact crater under the North Sea concluded that a 160-meter asteroid strike 43 million years ago generated a tsunami over 100 meters high. An impact like that near a populated coastline today would be catastrophic. The real danger, however, comes from the unexpected. Asteroids approaching from the direction of the sun are incredibly difficult to detect, giving us little to no warning. But humanity is fighting back. In a landmark mission called DART, Double Asteroid Redirection Test, NASA successfully slammed a spacecraft into an asteroid to change its trajectory. It was the first time we've ever demonstrated the ability to defend our planet from a cosmic threat. It's a huge step, but the clock is always ticking. The universe is a cosmic shooting gallery, and Earth is the target. Not all existential threats come from space. Some are brewing right under our feet. This is Yellowstone National Park, one of the most beautiful places on Earth. It's also a ticking time bomb. Beneath the park lies a supervolcano. It's not a mountain with a cone, it's a massive caldera, a collapsed chamber of magma miles wide. And if it were to erupt, the consequences would be global. A Yellowstone eruption would be thousands of times more powerful than any volcanic eruption in recorded history. It would blast a column of ash, rock, and gas high into the stratosphere. This ash would be the real killer. Thick, heavy ash would blanket entire continents, collapsing buildings and contaminating water supplies. But the deadliest effect would be a volcanic winter. The sun's light would be blocked for years, causing global temperatures to plummet. Agriculture would collapse worldwide, leading to mass famine. Ecosystems would break down. It would be a mass extinction event, driven not by an impact from space, but by the fiery heart of our own planet. The last Yellowstone eruption was 640,000 years ago. Geologists say they happen, on average, every 600,000 to 800,000 years. So, we're in the window. While scientists say the chance of an eruption in any given year is extremely low, about 1 in 730,000, it's a threat that's very, very real. Our next threat is perhaps the most terrifying because it would arrive with absolutely no warning, traveling at the speed of light. It's called a gamma-ray burst, or GRB. A GRB is one of the most energetic events in the universe, a death scream from a massive star as it collapses into a black hole. These bursts are incredibly powerful, but also narrowly focused, like a cosmic laser beam. If a GRB from a nearby star were pointed directly at Earth, it would be catastrophic. The gamma rays themselves wouldn't burn us to a crisp. The real damage would happen high in our atmosphere. The burst would interact with nitrogen and oxygen molecules, destroying the ozone layer that protects us from the sun's deadly ultraviolet radiation. Without the ozone layer, life on the surface would be exposed to intense UV light. It would cause widespread biological damage, devastating crops, destroying marine ecosystems like plankton, the base of the ocean's food chain, and triggering a mass extinction. Fortunately, GRBs are thought to be rare in a galaxy like ours. But in 2022, an incredibly powerful burst, GRB 221009A, hit Earth from a galaxy nearly 2 billion light-years away. It was so strong, it disturbed our ionosphere for hours. Scientists said it reinforces the idea that a supernova, or GRB, within our own galaxy could have very serious consequences. It's a cosmic lottery, and if our number comes up, it's game over. Some threats are not sudden or random. Some are slow, creeping, and of our own making. For decades, scientists have warned about climate change. But what if we push the system too far? What if we trigger a point of no return? This is the concept of a runaway greenhouse effect. It's what happened to our planetary neighbor, Venus. Venus was once thought to have had oceans and a more temperate climate, but a massive buildup of greenhouse gases in its atmosphere trapped more and more heat until the oceans boiled away. Today, its surface is hot enough to melt lead. On Earth, a runaway effect could be triggered by feedback loops. As the planet warms, polar ice melts, reducing the planet's ability to reflect sunlight and causing even more warming. As Arctic permafrost thaws, it releases massive amounts of trapped methane, a potent greenhouse gas. The IPCC has warned that these global tipping points could pose an existential threat. This wouldn't be a sudden explosion. It would be a slow, agonizing end. Sea levels would rise, inundating coastal cities. Extreme heat waves would make vast regions of the planet uninhabitable. Agriculture would fail, leading to global conflict over dwindling resources. It's a future where Earth becomes progressively more hostile until civilization itself collapses. Unlike the other scenarios, this is one we have direct control over. The question is, will we act in time? Our final scenario is not a maybe. It is an inevitability. It is written in the laws of physics and will be Earth's ultimate, fiery demise. It's the death of our sun. Our sun is a star, and stars have a life cycle. Right now, it's in its stable middle age, but it's slowly getting brighter. In about 1 billion years, the sun's luminosity will have increased by about 10%. This will be enough to trigger a moist greenhouse effect, causing our oceans to begin evaporating into space. Life will be driven to the poles, and eventually, The last complex life will be extinguished. But the real show begins in about 5 billion years. The sun will exhaust the hydrogen fuel in its core and begin to swell, transforming into a red giant. Its outer layers will expand, consuming Mercury and Venus. Earth will be next. As the sun engulfs our planet, the drag from its atmosphere will pull Earth inward. Our world will be vaporized. Its final legacy will be nothing more than a tiny increase in the sun's metallic composition. Every mountain, every ocean, every memory, every trace of our existence, gone, swallowed by the star that once gave us life. An asteroid, a supervolcano, a blast of cosmic rays, a climate we broke, or the inevitable death of our star. 5 different paths to the same destination. It can be unsettling to think about, to confront the fragility of our world. But there's another way to look at it. Knowing that our time here is finite, both as individuals and as a species, makes this moment, right now, infinitely precious. We are living in a sliver of cosmic time on a rare and beautiful world. We have the unique ability to understand the universe, to ask these big questions, and to appreciate the sheer improbability of our existence. The story of Earth will, one day, come to an end. But our story, the story of humanity, is still being written. And the choices we make today will determine what the next chapter looks like. What do you think is the most likely way our world will end? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to keep exploring the biggest questions in the universe, make sure to subscribe to How Come. Thanks for watching.